Alrighty, what's up? Welcome back, guys. It's just me and Bo today as we're here for episode 20, I believe. We'll have to double check. Think we have made it to episode 20. We are twice double digits now. Thanks for the continued support on the show. Thanks to John and Ethan for coming on last time. It was super entertaining. And, Bo, what you got?
It was just call it a random number every time. I think just in case, just this one could be like 48, just fuck it. Just roll with it.
Yeah.
That's what I thought. Yeah. So pretty cool weeks though, since we have a lot of good stuff, a lot of terrible stuff as well. So
I'm still, going through and checking my email, kind of every 5 minutes or so just to make sure that no major corporation has called us to, want to produce the Billy Madison beer Chili's chili bowl. But the hope's there, man.
Dude. I don't know why they're not jumping on that. I really don't.
I know, man.
I really don't. Stadium tour coming soon though. I am excited about that.
Shout out, John.
Shout out, John. Thanks. You wanna just rip some sweets or what?
Yeah, we can get straight into it.
Just jump right in.
I did switch the graphic. The official Sig Sweets and Tron's Bleeds. The graphic is officially on the screen right now. So
where's it at? Let me point to it. Is it here?
It's like down middle, so other way.
There? Point.
That way, yeah, right there.
There we go. There we go. Let me point to it. All right. Well, do you want me to rip it first?
That or it's up to you. I feel pretty. I have somewhat of like a proclamation for mine, so whether or not you think that should go first or last, it's up to you.
We'll save it. We'll save it. I'll go first. Right. My sweets this week. I got to shout out a coach on LSU. Shout out Coach Franklin at LSU. Coach Benjamin Franklin, that is, for getting Sam Levitt to LSU. Couldn't do it out without Coach Ben Franklin.
Without Coach Graves or McKernan either.
Yeah, right. I think I'm only going to refer to NIL as Coach Franklin now. That is the funniest. I did see a picture of somebody put Ben Frank in a LSU like polo and stuff. Like, it's so funny. I love that. So thank you, Coach Franklin, for getting Sam Levitt in the number one transfer portal class so far.
It would be kind of funny too, like when you have like a Nico situation like last year, where like when a guy like basically shows like I'm loyal to the money, not to the game, where it's like, oh, this guy is transferred to Coach Franklin University or whatever, like create a fake school under that same name or whatever. That'd be pretty funny storyline.
Yeah, Stratton Oakmont University or something. Unfortunately, my nosebleeds, I'm going to have to put a Chicago Cubs coach. It is also Coach Franklin of the Chicago Cubs. Because
we can't be mad at the coaches there. I mean, we can be mad at John Henry. Diss track coming soon, courtesy of the Bleachers Pod.
Well, then I'll put Coach Franklin of the Red Sox in because just pay the man. Just pay the guy. I was like hammered and distraught Saturday night. Like, I wish he would have signed Sunday morning. I really do. Like, I don't know. That kind of like ruined my evening.
Oh, it was pretty bad.
Not actually. It didn't ruin my evening because I had a great time Saturday night. Saturday was awesome, but it could have like Sunday. I've been hungover for like 3 days. It could have had any of the last 3 days, and I could have at least like it would have helped the blow. I guess like I'd rather just keep me while I'm down.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Coach Franklin is going to be in the Sweets and the Bleeds today.
It just sucks, like the fact that we had a connection to Bregman outside of like him ever being a Boston Red Sox, and like it kind of almost meaning that much more for him to be here just for him to be gone in that same breath, and Devers not be here. I mean, it's a bad situation overall right now.
Yeah, but I am going to be at Wrigley this year, so I unfortunately will see Alex Bregman this year, and I will still wear my LSU Bregman jersey because I still love him.
I can respect.
He's still one of my favorites.
Yeah, just wish he were here. The last series of the year is Boston versus Chicago in Fenway, so
yeah, he'll probably hit a nuke to eliminate us from the postseason.
Got it. I'm gonna get with mine in the hanging out with Megatron. I'm just gonna kind of put like this, almost like this next, like after next week through like the rest of the winter. Just for me, it's like one of the worst sports fan periods where like, yeah, it kind of gives you that mental break to recover a little bit. And there might a little bit of a spoiler ahead that might change this year. But overall, just like compared to the product that's on the that we get overall, like even when I feel like when just baseball is going on in the summer, it feels like way more is going on than right now. Like could just be me. Kind of just the winter and the sweets. I also just don't like being cold, so just the winter in general. Bad for sports, bad for me. And then in the sweets, I think I'm gonna designate the NHL as my favorite professional sports league that starts with an N. Like I think it has
Oh,
surpassed the NFL
really?
and the NBA just in fan experience
That's
this
crazy.
year. I don't dude, it to me like I would rather watch like a game or rather than a TV show or something, like obviously by all this, but like to me I would much rather like be that invested into something that like nobody knows the outcome of and we're finding out together, and like there's almost that social aspect of like it's not just me experiencing it, it's you and them and people I've never met and people you'll meet in the future and whatnot. um to where dude, I just I don't know, man, it's a ton of fun. I've been watching all the games, and I actually had a buddy who texted me, and he's like, "Man, I'm struggling to watch the Pelicans games right now. Like, we're pretty bad. We're This isn't gonna be what the team looks like long term. Like, I'm kind of lost on what to do." And I was like, "Yeah, it's hard because we don't even like you can't even cheer for a tank to get a draft pick. Like, you almost want us to do good
Yeah.
enough to not have a good pick, but at the same time, like." You don't want to hurt all your guys that are just coming back healthy for what could be a good next year, which seems
Right.
to be the Pelicans' motto.
Yeah.
Um,
I just my only thing I think they need to make their rinks have more like design on them. Like I feel like every game kind of looks the same. Like the ice is mostly, and I don't know if that's even possible. I'm sure it's not because I would imagine they would do it, but like it doesn't when you can't see the actual like crowd like in the arena.
I get what
You
you
really
mean. It's
there's
almost
nothing like special to it. They all look the same. Like it's like and I would like some more creativity in the actual ice rinks themselves.
that makes sense. Because yeah, I mean everything's become a billboard with sports wise commercially. Like you see more other logos than team logos at this point, whether it's on a jersey, on a board, on a anything in a team stadium. The giveaways have sponsor logos. I mean, literally everything that is for sale in that place. Your Fanatics receipt for buying something in the team store comes with a coupon for next time. Um, but yeah, I think that'd be cool. That or like I don't know. I just feel like the more you do to the ice, the harder the puck becomes to follow, and it's already hard to follow.
Yeah, I understand that. I
But
get that.
you could
I don't
almost
know.
do it like
Just something I
baseball,
like.
how they have like you have redsox.com slash whatever, like for whatever they're trying to promote that month on the pads in the background, where it's like kind of just
Yeah, or you could do like colored pads or something, like colored like the wall around the ice, like do a color or a theme or something, you know?
yeah,
That'd be cool.
that would be cool.
Or maybe like at least like some like lights. Oh, no, I guess you can't do lights to melt the ice.
That one
Maybe
would even
LEDs. You do like the LEDs like right above, like at the bottom of the wall, to where like so like the stars are playing. There's like green LEDs around the core, like the wall's green. Like make it feel like a home field. I don't know.
what if they did like a collaboration with Tops, where I know I say everything's sponsored. This could be sponsored because it'd be kind of cool, but like, what if you almost went around and like the different boards were the different cards for the players of the team, like of that home stadium or something like that? Like, maybe even like how you go to a high school and you see all the seniors banners up. Like, you could have the player banners down there to where even,
Like it's like the wall's probably not the best spot for that. Like I like
yeah,
it, but I don't know. You don't want the wall to be too busy. You just want it to like
yeah.
be able to tell. and it's like whose arena you're at.
Almost just mandate like a 1-to-1 logo where it's like for any corporate logo you put up, you have to put a team logo or something, or a certain amount of like
Yeah,
empty space.
yeah, something. Because that's what sucks. Like the fan atmosphere of hockey is the best. Like that's what makes it great. It's like it almost is hard to watch without any, like in baseball. Somebody hits a home run in a big game, you can see the whole crowd stand up and they're
Yeah.
like basketball. Somebody hits a big three, you can see the first like 5 rows of the crowd stand. Like you don't have that. You just see the ice. So like that's why they pan out to the crowd so quick. So you don't. I don't know. It needs to feel like more of that. You know.
Yeah.
Like you can almost feel a home game watching baseball on the TV. Same thing with basketball. Like you can't feel a home game watching hockey on TV.
You can hear it sometimes. What I also like too that's kind of cool, like, and it may have been like this at a point, but like with the lack of offense in hockey, and there's definitely like a line to it, like I think there should be in anything sportsman wise. But you score a goal, you get like a full soccer 30-second celebration with all the fellas. It's a big enough goal, all of them rush off the bench type deal. Like it's a ton of fun. Like it's almost like a little league home run where the entire team runs out and celebrates. Like you get your little moment there, and it's like, yeah, they're 3-4 points scored on average a game, to where it's like it isn't that crazy. And like you said, like they have to pan to the crowd and show the thing to where a certain percentage of it probably is baked into that. And like, hey, you guys
Yeah.
just joke around on the ice. We'll get some cool B-roll for the hype up film in the pregame,
Yeah.
and we'll be up. The TV can get the crowd shots.
Yeah. Sure.
But yeah, I was thinking about my power rankings, and I think they really have become like baseball number one, college and pro, probably 1A, 1B. I lean a little bit more towards the pro side, but
Well, do you abbreviate college football CFB or NCAAF?
NCAAF.
So you're putting NHL over college football?
No, because I said professional sports league.
That's crazy. Okay. Technically, they do get paid. I
Yeah, but
think it would
they're
count as professional though.
yeah, they're still collegiate though. Would I guess would be the level of
Yeah, I
play.
guess we gotta get some clarification on that.
Might have to change my abbreviation to CFP though, or CFP. If that's the
Same thing.
case. But no, I think
I don't
it's
think. I think it's definitely over NBA.
yes. At least right now, I think when your team's good, it's a lot more fun to watch. Right now, we're kind of just in a bad
For
spot,
sure.
especially with the fact that we're kind of unhappy with the decisions they're making, both higher up and with some of the players we have on the team. Higher up starting to get
Yeah.
fixed. The coach is gone, GM's gone. We're kind of all to a fresh start there. Now we're just kind of waiting on the roster to shake itself out, whether we're gonna move towards a less injury prone roster or continue to gamble. Um,
hmm
but no, I go baseball one, just period. But pro over college if I had to pick. Um, and then college football number two, NHL three, pro football four, NBA five, or actually NBA, NFL kind of switch out. It depends, whichever one I feel like watching that day almost. Like those are kind of interchangeable. And then you got like MMA and golf tied in that same category with like
Whoa, dude, you got NASCAR too.
I'm not a big NASCAR guy. I mean, to me,
NASCAR rules. When you and all your boys bet on a car,
that's different.
NASCAR's so
That's I've
sick,
never done that before.
so sick.
All right, so I forgot to put NFL playoffs on the screen. But national championship slash NFL playoff segment. What you want to get to first? Lead it off.
I guess let's just talk about the two games that were last week. Because man, it's just how clinched are you if you're Miami watching the performance Indiana put up? I mean, first play of the game, first snap of the game, jumped the route, pick six, like they knew exactly what play was coming. I mean, I feel like the score wasn't close, and the score still somehow made it look closer than what it felt. Like that game was over from the first snap. Like
Yeah, but
them
it's
boys are
also
defeated from the first snap.
it's also Dan Lanning in Oregon. So I mean, like when that second half kicked off, you were like, man, it's gonna take a lot for them to even put a dent in this Indiana team. Like there wasn't that thought of like this is their half to come back. Like it was like it's gonna take a lot for them to even move the needle, much less like flip it to their side. Um,
Yeah.
but yes, for sure. I think the statement of the game is that meme of the rock that's split in two and the scissors just mean mugging the piece of paper, and it's the
Yeah.
Oregon logo, the Indiana logo, and the Miami logo on the paper. And it's like,
Yeah.
yeah, that's how it has to feel right now. But the one thing I will say is like it's a home game for Miami straight up. That's where they play their games.
Okay, but it's 45 minutes from their campus. Like that's also ridiculous, dude. Get Miami a campus stadium.
Yeah, it's just
Ridiculous.
I think
One of
the
the best
campus
party
isn't.
schools you can go to, and you got people not showing up to like if you
You
had to
also have to
walk to
think
the stadium.
it's not like LSU and it's a bunch of kids going and drinking Natty Light. Like these are kids driving brand new G wagons to campus. You know what I mean? Like it's a private
Yeah, okay,
college.
but still, uh,
Like not saying it's
regardless, it is a
justified, but
college. Like it needs to have its own stadium. But like Miami, I promise you, after seeing the stadium in Atlanta, they're gonna have more red in that stadium than anything. There's no way they don't.
that or
I
Miami
did not.
watches the game on Friday and before Indiana even knows they've made it, they just start buying the tickets up.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
Miami hasn't been good in a really long time, and I'm sure there's a lot of people willing to pay good money to go see a team that might
Yes,
win.
Indiana hadn't been good ever, and I didn't
This is
realize how much of
true.
a sleep. I don't realize how much of a sleeping giant this program was. Like I was fully expecting this to be an Oregon game. Like it didn't matter the flight. Like, dude, that was insane how much red there was.
Yeah.
Um,
It looked like a
I
Falcons
think
game
the
almost.
funniest, yeah, the funniest thing was somebody said it's like you can tell a blowout. It's like you can tell a blowout's getting out of hand if you check Twitter at halftime and they're comparing the team winning to how they would do against 2019 LSU. I was like, yeah, like when you know the game's out of hand, like you open Twitter and it's like this Indiana
49-7,
team
by the
maybe
way.
could beat them. Yeah, I'm like, yeah, yeah. I did see that. Somebody posted the score of halftime. It was 35-7, and then they were using that, and then they showed a screenshot of LSU Oklahoma at 35-7. There were 9 minutes left in the second quarter when our screenshot was. It was 48 or 49 to 14. 49 to 14 at halftime.
Yes.
Like,
And then what in the total? Well, I thought the total was like, what, it's 63-28 or something. Yeah, I think that's what it was, 63-28.
something ridiculous.
Yeah, it kind of sucks because, like, to me, I feel like it's a double-edged sword. Like, this Indiana team we're watching right now is one of the better college football teams I think we've ever gotten to watch play. Um, would they beat a 2019 LSU? We'll never know because we're not in 2019. The world that college is, like,
We'll see. They have
there's
a
a lot
chance
of
to be
teams
the
that could have.
first team to ever win 16 games in a year.
That's what they have. It's just, I think we played better competition. Like, even though they had a,
Yeah, absolutely.
and we won by more consistently. I mean, like, if we would have played Old Dominion in 2019, it might have been the first triple digit loss on LSU's season, or triple digit win of LSU's season. Like, I mean, that was an offensive juggernaut. I don't think the defense was as good as Indiana's, but it didn't need to be because the offense took every bit of wind out of sails that could exist within any other team.
Yeah.
When the play looked like it
Yeah,
exploded,
tough
Joe
one.
Burrow hopped off one leg, spun around 3 times, and threw it up in the air, and Justin Jefferson caught it, juked 3 guys, and ran in the end zone.
Yeah. No, but the Miami game now, every game Miami's played has been the best watches. Like I will say, like I genuinely really enjoy watching the Miami games. Like they're intense. They make big stops when they need them. Like their drives are so methodical. Like first shot of the game is a 15 play 8-minute, 75-yard touchdown drive. It was like that's beautiful. I love that kind of football. Like there's
It
something
just
about
stresses
that.
me out sometimes. Like now watching as like I'm gonna be honest, I live in a house with Miami fans. Like I've been watching vicariously as a Miami fan, and like this team would stress me out if it was my favorite team all the time.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Be a nightmare to be a fan of this. But as somebody who had money on Ole Miss to curse them so they didn't win, I loved that shit.
I had money on Miami, so
Good. I wanted to. I wanted Miami to win.
good. Well, yeah, but you did the reverse jinx, like how you bought the Red Sox Bregman
Exactly.
jersey last week.
You deserve that silence. That's too soon. That's too soon.
Oh man.
Way too soon. Anyways, what are the? Give me the. Fuck you, man. Give me the line. Give me the
Eight
lines.
8.5. 47.5
It,
over under.
I was gonna say it's only a curse if you keep checking to see if it's a curse. All right. I want it to be over. I'm tired of it. I want it to be over, and I'm going to keep trying. Maybe not.
Zion.
Okay, I'll try Zion. No, I'm not spending money on that fucking team.
Oh man.
Maybe we'll see. We'll see.
John
Anyways,
Henry.
8.5. Did you say 8.5? 8.5?
Two
Holy
possession
crap!
spread in the national championship. And the name
That's
switch, I didn't say
insane.
it until now, but we can go ahead and address it. I think we're gonna be on opposite sides of this game. I got your name in the red and white. I'm in the green and orange tonight. And for the
Oh,
next
really?
week and a day. Yeah.
Thank you. Please do. Yeah, put my name in green and orange. Thank you.
No, mine
We
is
just
in
talked about the curse. Please.
mine is green
Oh.
and orange.
Oh,
Yours,
okay.
like
Okay.
just to kind of take who we're kind of taking on show. Like
I thought I thought you
no,
were making a joke at me. It's like, okay,
no.
interesting.
And I
Yes,
did
we
not
are.
give it as a jinx. It was purely out of like what color should I do the names today? Those are the
Um,
colors.
I think this is gonna. It's hard to sit here and say. I think any team right now is close to Indiana, but I don't see Miami letting this be an out of hand game. Like Indiana's they're gonna want to slow Indiana down, and they're going to if they can just. It's going to take a big effort out of the Indiana defense because what they want to do is they want to get these 10, 12, 15 plays. They want to keep Mendoza off the field. That's how to win the game. They know that. How do you beat Trinidad Chambliss? You keep him off the field. You keep that defense tired.
Yeah.
They're going to try that again. I really think that's the only strategy to beat them.
Yeah, but do we
Like,
see a zero blitz 3 plays in a row from Indiana in the first drive if they choose to defer? Like I
you
think
can't. Miami runs the ball too well.
yeah,
Miami has gassed every team they played on the ground. And when I say run it well, I mean, they're not going to bust off a 25, 30 yarder. I mean, they did and they will, but
but they're gonna get
consistent four
three,
and a half
four.
yard carries. I mean, yeah. Um, I will say, man, how refreshing has this playoff been?
Oh, I mean, I talked about it today at work. I mean, it's just so cool to like be like, I
So
don't
good.
care who wins, as long as it's not the worst football game I've watched this season, it's gonna be awesome.
Even if it is, bro, even no matter what side, if one side runs away with it, the narrative is still awesome. Like Indiana starts running away with it, blowing them out in the third quarter. It's like this is one of the greatest teams we'll see for a long time. You don't see that a lot, and it's not like if Georgia did it. Like if Georgia sitting there
Yeah,
blowing
I
somebody out, it's like
understand. Yeah,
another fucking good Georgia team. It's like wow, these guys are legit. It's a
this is the
statement.
season that has a Netflix movie made about it in 20 years. Like,
100%, 100%.
yeah,
Yeah, yeah. So it just I really do think like the hottest and best teams are like in it right now. Like
yeah, for sure. And
like
if
if you
not
watch
that,
the
at
last
least
Miami games, they are the best second, if not best team in the country right now.
I'm trying to think of teams I would give an argument to. Like Houston
I mean,
looks
you can't. The
awesome.
teams you would want to argue they beat them. Yeah, facts. Maybe Houston. Houston's probably third.
That was one of my favorite Ethan pulls of that episode.
um, yeah, like every team you want to make an argument for, Miami manhandled them.
I mean,
A&M,
you'd say
Ole
Ole Miss. Like
Miss,
Ole Miss
Bama.
genuinely was that hot. Like Ole Miss had the best season in their school's history as well, and like they
I
got
guess
beat
if you
by a good
like
Miami team.
if you did a end of season rankings, it would be probably. I mean, Indiana, Miami 1 and 2. You would
Mm.
have to say Ole Miss 3.
Yeah, compared to Oregon, yeah, for
Ole Miss
sure. I mean,
Ole Miss
Oregon.
3. Honestly, Georgia 4, Oregon
No,
5.
I would say Oregon 4, Georgia 5, just because Georgia's had more recent success. Like Oregon, the closest they've gotten
Well,
was
that has nothing to do with this season's teams.
well, yeah. I just kind of mean like for them, for Georgia, they're worried about putting another one in the rafters. For Oregon, they're worried about getting there. You know what I mean? Like it's
No, no,
I feel like
but if you had to rank the teams at the end of the year, this is
oh,
your final resume. Is Georgia a better team than Oregon this year? I think they are.
I think we'll find out
But
more on Monday. Obviously, like what's almost funny is like the teams that have played
yeah,
each other, like other than Ohio State, you could say like they really haven't run into each other in a way that like there aren't a ton of teams that have played Miami and Indiana to where there's not a ton of like
yeah, just Ohio
compares.
State.
Yeah,
Just Ohio State.
to where there's not a ton of like
Yeah.
comparison between the two to where it's like we almost have to wait and see like was the Oregon game a fluke because like did they just play bad and was Indiana just hot or is Miami's defense that legit? Like
Yeah.
I think a lot of questions will be answered on Monday.
So to circle back, we're on the opposite sides of the spread line, right?
Yeah. I
Okay.
honestly, this is a game that like I'll probably end up betting just because it's the national championship. Got to throw $10 in one direction just to do it. But like, yeah, a pure heart game for me. I'm gonna be cheering on Miami family, Miami fans. Like, want to see them happy. But in the same breath, like,
I
I'm not gonna celebrate in front of them. But I'm gonna be very happy for Kurt Signetti and the Indiana Hoosiers if they win as well.
I think this is a game I honestly might not bet it. If I do, I think I'm gonna take the over just so I have something to cheer on for like touchdown. But like I don't want my bet to interfere with watching this game for what it is because I really do think this is gonna be a classic. Like I think it's gonna be great. So I don't want
And even if it's not,
I
it
don't
is
like
like it's
betting
either
something.
the U is
Right, like
back.
I said. So like yeah, or like this team is dominant. And like I said, like I hate watching a game sometimes when it's a very important game and like taking away from how good of a game it is because I'm mad that I lost it. I lost my bet.
Yeah.
I don't like doing that. Like I want to like I don't know. I want to just appreciate this game. So I mean, this last college football we'll get for a while. Like, college football just flies by like this. We sit here and we wait 8 months, 7, 8 months for what feels like a blink. Like
This is
I
the
don't know.
last football game played where Lane Kiffin isn't the head coach of LSU as of right now.
Yeah.
Technically, he is, but like he's not acting. He hasn't coached or done anything other than recruit.
Yeah. So I don't know. I'm hyped up to watch it. I think I'll just bet the over.
I think, man, and if the under hits, it's kind of one of those things where it's like you
It's
you
going to be competitive,
you bet on somebody
most
that you
likely.
bet on somebody that hit a home run and somebody carries a no hitter into the seventh, and it's like, well, I could be mad about the 250 I
Yeah.
just lost, or I could be happy that I just got 2 hours of free entertainment for 250.
Right.
Like
Right. Yeah. That's the thought. That's the thought.
I had talked to somebody about that the other day. They told me sports betting was stupid, and I had kind of was like, well, how much would you pay to go bowling? They were like, oh, like $25 per game. And I was like, and how long does a game last? And they were like, oh, like 45 minutes. And I was like, so if I watch a game for 3.5 hours, that's all I'm doing. And I spend $20. Is that crazy? They were like, no. I was like, exactly. You've justified sports gambling. Thank you.
Yes, but they can counter argue that the game was free. So my thing is, I like it where like I support sports betting a lot because of like if you remember season before last of NFL, the game like Thursday night game would be like Chargers Raiders, and you have no reason to watch that other than if you want to put money on it. That's the only reason you're watching that football game.
Yeah.
Like, but yeah, and I don't believe in like DMing players and commenting terrible things because like, bro, you put the U.S. currency on it, bro. Like,
It's like my previous casino statement. Once you've gambled money, you're throwing it into the abyss, and
it's
whether or
over.
not
Yeah,
the
it's not
abyss
coming back.
throws money out at you or it disappears forever, you're the one that threw it into the abyss. Like, don't be mad at someone else.
Yeah, absolutely.
It is kind of crazy how
Absolutely.
many different things you can bet on now. Like, it's like you can bet on political stuff now and whatnot, and like it's getting to be a
Yeah,
little bit much. I
ridiculous.
don't think I'm ever gonna go that far, but
Yeah.
somewhat funny.
Yeah. With that, do you want to move on into the other football playoff? Because
Yes,
also very refreshing.
yes. There are
It's just been
four.
this has just been a great football year. We're not gonna have the Eagles or the Chiefs in the Super Bowl. Like
Yeah, there's really
if somebody can just
only there's one team that I can't see win.
49ers.
Nah,
Ooh,
it's personal to probably both of us.
the Rams.
Yeah,
Can't see the
I
Rams
never
winning.
want to see the Rams win
Yeah,
another.
can't see the Rams. Yep, I agree.
Aaron Donald
I agree.
got his. I can kind of respect him for that. Like, I'm not a huge Aaron
And
Donald
Stafford
hater.
got one.
Yeah, like,
Cooper Cup. Like,
yeah,
yeah.
no, they're good. I'll never want to see him win.
Yeah.
But in
But
the
you had
first
yours.
game, we have the Broncos are hosting Buffalo, and there's a 1.5 uh line towards Denver.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm full on the Buffalo train.
Nobody circles the wagons like the Buffalo Bills.
Yeah, I think the Broncos are the worst of the two 1 seeds, and neither 1 seed is going to make it out of this round. So
I think
actually,
defense,
this Seattle
their
might, but
the defense just shows up so much in the playoffs, but I think the bye week's gonna hurt them. We've seen the bye week hurt pretty much every single person in any football thing in the last 2 years. The bye week kills you.
the
Um,
Titans a couple years ago got stomped. That was bad.
every team but Indiana in the college playoffs. Like, um, who got the 1 seed in the AFC?
Broncos.
Oh, it's Broncos and Seahawks. That's right. Yeah, I'm with you though. I'm going Bills.
Yep. I also
I like the Bills. That's
part
gonna
of
be an
me
awesome game though.
as a fan of like the NFL as a whole, as well as a Saints fan, like I kind of just think it would be nice to have Allen be in that conversation of like good quarterbacks with a ring. Like I feel like the only thing he kind of is missing is a ring at this point. Like,
Absolutely. And like this year, he's got no Mahomes to battle, no Lamar, no Joe Burrow.
bro,
Like this is
Tomlin,
this is the year to do it, bro.
Tomlin
But
Harbaugh. What if they
unfortunately,
switch
this is
teams
his.
within the same
It'd be so funny, son. Well,
dude?
the problem with Tomlin is for a team to acquire them, they have to trade for him because he wasn't fired. So the Steelers still own the rights to him. So a
Mm,
team would have. That's the same thing like Sean Payton. Remember, he did TV for like a year,
yeah,
and the Broncos wanted for that to trade us for him.
they're probably not gonna
Um,
let that happen. And well, actually, if Harbaugh goes and
the offer
signs with the
stood, bro.
Steelers, yeah, I guess.
You know what's going to be really crazy?
Hmm.
That breaking news: Marcus Freeman has accepted the Steelers job.
That made me laugh so hard.
I would
It would make me dislike
fume laughing.
Notre. It would make me dislike Notre Dame less, which makes me sad.
No, I think that's the funniest thing. If you dislike Notre Dame already, that's the funniest outcome.
Aren't they? Aren't
Easily
a
the
lot of them
funniest outcome.
Steelers fans as well?
Um,
I mean, I think that's the
no,
closest.
They're probably Colts fans,
Oh yeah, that makes sense.
but not sure. Um, that's going to hit like crack. I hope that happens. He has a press conference tomorrow, actually. So he
Well,
like
yeah, isn't it to
announced he's having a
address?
press conference tomorrow. No, I don't think it is. That's already been pretty much cleared up.
That's pretty
He's not
funny.
even charges pressed against him
He's coaching the Dolphins.
because
Dude,
I think it
imagine
was
that move. Imagine
The
going
Giants
from.
reached out to him. The Giants reached out to him and he told the Giants that he was staying at Notre Dame, but I think he would genuinely listen to the Steelers' offer.
What if the Miami Dolphins go from Mike McDaniel to Marcus Freeman?
Just complete curveball. I saw Mike McDaniel is interviewing for the Falcons job, and I really don't want that to
That'd
happen.
piss me off.
That'd be bad.
I want him to go to
If
the
it does happen,
Titans.
though, if it does happen, I am drafting Bijan #1 in fantasy. Bijan with Mike McDaniel is going to be dumb.
Yeah.
I don't think Mike McDaniel goes anywhere where it's going to be cold at any time of the year. I think the Falcons
He's
is what he
from
wants, really.
Denver.
Is he really?
He's friends with Dan Soder.
That's crazy. Huh? Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. I mean, I would like him in Tennessee. That'd be fun.
I think him and
Unlock
Cam
Cam
Ward would
Ward.
be a good match. Like two guys that used to be in Miami.
I mean, I said before when I thought we weren't getting Kiffin, I had Mike McDaniel circled for us. I think he'd be a great college coach. I don't think he's NFL coach because the problems apparently he has is like the NFL guys. They like it's harder to get an NFL locker room. I think he would be in like imagine if he was the coach of like I don't even know. I want to say Oregon, but like I don't. They're not going to get rid of Lanning. They shouldn't for him. But remember how Chip Kelly's offenses were back in the day? Like,
yeah, I
feel
feel
like he would be
like
even better.
I feel like if Mike McDaniel's like really shows, and even if he might have to do it with a young guy like Ward or kind of an unheard of team like the Titans, but like if it really shows that like he's not doing it to try and say like, oh, I'm Mike McDaniel, look at me, but to show how much he can tear apart an NFL level defense, like if guys realize that he was trying to win and not do it for him, they might kind of follow along to where like there's a world in which he becomes an NFL coach after showing a little bit more success, but really kind of had that one run and destroyed Tua's career, and that's it.
What if Marcus Freeman to the Steelers, Mike McDaniel to Notre Dame?
Why do you keep telling Mike McDaniel to go to teams I don't like?
Fuck, I don't know, man. I actually do like Mike McDaniel a lot, and I
I'm
don't want
saying,
any of
man.
these to happen. I'm just saying this shit's funny. This shit could be very funny.
Oh yeah, we have like more open coaching jobs right now. Like,
I'll do one more for you. Marcus Freeman to Pittsburgh, Kalen DeBoer to Notre Dame, Mike McDaniel to Alabama.
John Gruden to the Dolphins.
Brian Daboll to Alabama.
I want to see Gruden just randomly get a random like
Mike
Florida
McDaniel,
Atlantic.
Utah. Who says no?
Most
That'd be
people.
sick. Yeah, probably the Mormons would not fuck with that. I don't think.
All right, next NFL game. 49ers Seattle 7.5 point spread towards Seattle in Seattle.
Good. I need this to be Seattle because then I would be happy with whoever wins it. Like I really don't want to see. I mean, except for the Rams, but I don't really want to see the 49ers win it because I feel like they're in it all the time. Like this year, I want just completely like when it gets to the final four teams.
Did you see the
like,
Marshawn Lynch
I want it to be like
Twitter post?
no.
You
I
need to
did
go look
not.
at that after show. It was pretty good.
Can I get like some insight on it?
Rather not.
Okay, just something I have to look up, huh?
So yeah, um,
Um, like last time the Niners and the Seahawks played in the playoffs, they
Michael
tried Richard
Crabtree.
Sherman with a sorry ass receiver like Crabtree. So hope that doesn't
Uh,
happen again.
that might be one of like that. That's probably within my top 5 favorite NFL moments of all time. One
It's an
hundred
all time.
percent.
It's an all timer.
Yeah,
It's an all timer.
that and the Odell catch,
And
like two of my most
the,
vivid
the fact
NFL
that
fan
like
memories.
Sherman like tried to be sportsman to Crabtree, and Crabtree wasn't doing it, and that's why that started.
Yeah.
Like he didn't.
Well,
That's
no,
so
it had
funny, dude.
started a little. They were division
Okay, yeah,
rivals. Like
but
they had started it.
he's
But yeah,
still
he walked up,
like
shook his hand at the end, and was like, "All right, let's leave this where it is. Like my team won, your team lost." I'm sure that if he walked up to Richard Sherman, Sherman would have shook his hand like a man and not slapped him
yeah,
across the face. And
yeah, surely.
yeah,
I'm going Seattle though, but I
um,
don't necessarily
yeah, I'm
like
gonna
them.
go with
I know
Seattle
Kittle's out,
solely
but like
because of the fact that they're not next to an electromagnetic substation, so their tendons are stronger.
that's a crazy. I saw that. That's
So
crazy.
stupid, dude. Here's my one thought that I would ask anybody that thinks that that's real. Imagine you were the 49ers, right? And you were about to dump like $5 billion into a building that your team was going to exist in for like the next 40 years. Do you think that you'd at least hire someone to be like, hey, are there any problems that could cause our guys that need to be healthy to not be healthy in this area?
How would you think about that though? I don't think you would think about that.
I think there's
I
enough
really don't.
money tied into the organization, into the stadium being built, that there's at least one
I
person
counter
employed.
with this. I counter with this. I've been to a Marlins game. You would think that if you're going to build a stadium for your team to play in one of the nicer parts of the world, you would say, "Hey, should we not put this in the middle of the hood?" And they did. They didn't say that once.
Isn't that's the
So
second
no, I
Miami
don't think
stadium
they
though?
thought about. I don't think that they thought about an electromagnetic field. And honestly, call me a tinfoil hat. I'm not saying they're wrong yet. I'm I'm hearing them out. I'm hearing them out.
They only spend half of their year there.
Okay,
More than a
you
lot of
spend
other
half of your
teams.
year. You
Are
spend half of your year at next to an X-ray machine. You're gonna have cancer.
Yes, but what I'm asking is, are other divisional opponents having similar issues, or is it extended exposure? Because like at a certain point, right now, this will be the second time that they're going into San Francisco this season.
It's all just next to their practice field, though.
It is. It's all one complex. That's what it is. It's closer to the training complex than it is the stadium.
It's like that's where they spend 4 out of their days of a week.
Yeah.
That's the problem with it. No matter if they're on the road or at home, they're spending 3, 4 days in a
But
row over
yet
there.
again, like billions of dollars of organization there, man. Like no way that
All it
every
takes, yes, but and it's not saying it's a huge thing going on, but like if that does, it takes this much. It takes this much weakening at the level these athletes are at. It takes one little bitty wrong turn, one little bitty weakening of a tissue or muscle. Like
yeah.
if that is the waves would only have to open that muscle up, like boom, boom. That's all it takes right there. That muscle goes, and then everything's weaker. Like that's why, like when I had PT, they don't do anything on your actual patella tendon when you rehab it. They don't touch it. They
Yeah.
do your calf muscles and your hip and your glutes and your quads and your hams. Like they strengthen the muscles around it.
Yeah.
Like so, it's like anything that does mess with any part of your leg can have severe consequences on your knees and stuff like that. Like, doesn't have to be much. That's what I'm saying. Like, I mean, that is producing waves. It's producing waves.
Yeah. All right.
I'm bought in. I think it's real.
I'm 50-50. Texans Patriots -3 towards New England. In New England.
Drake May. CJ Stroud's terrible. I'll be honest.
Yeah, but their defense is
If
really
it
good.
weren't for so good. It's generational, I would argue. It's so good. Drake May's not 43 or however old Aaron Rodgers, 41.
Yeah, but
Drake May can move outside of the pocket. Rodgers.
This is a
has to
funny
sit in the pocket and just
storyline
take
that I
it.
had in my head is like, what world would it would be pretty funny if the Patriots go all the way dominantly, beat everybody this year. We're so back. The Patriots crown this dude as the next king of New England, Tom Brady, whatever. They turn into the Steelers. One game good enough to make it to the playoffs every year, and that's it. Sometimes they get to the second round, sometimes they don't. But like, it would be kind of funny just because of like how obnoxious Boston fans have been, being like, we deserve this. Like, we sucked for 4 years. Like, we literally had 2 Super Bowl rings ripped out of our hearts in back-to-back years for no reason other than like, cool, you guys wear black and gold. Screw you guys.
Well, the Rams one had a reason. The Rams had a reason. Trying to build support for the move to LA. You cannot convince me otherwise. Cannot convince me otherwise.
It just sucks.
But, yeah.
I kind of.
If you
I'm
don't
gonna take the Patriots.
if you don't let the Texans defense score 2 touchdowns on you, you're going to win that game. Bro, Stroud looked horrible the other day. Like, it was hard to watch for me.
Yeah, but does he have a shake back?
I don't think there's a shake back in that tank, bro. I'm gonna be honest. I'm out on CJ Stroud. I have been for a while. I don't think. I think if they had, honestly, any of the other quarterbacks in the playoffs right now, they would be the 1 seed hosting.
Yeah.
Like, name any of them. Jared Goff, even. Like, you put Jared Goff on the Texans, they're a better team. You put, like, they're a 1 seed team. Darnold, they're a 1 seed team. Like,
Yeah.
I don't think the guy has it. I really don't.
He's definitely kind of leaning more towards there as we move further along.
Yeah, I mean, he's loose with the football. He makes bad reads. Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Anyways,
So you have the Patriots as well?
yes.
All right. And in the final game, we have the Rams and the Bears. Not a ton of conversation here. I'm going to take the Bears. Out of the last weekend's games, I mean, I think the Packers look better than most of the other teams that I watched play throughout the weekend, to be completely honest.
With
Like,
the exception of their defense.
yeah, it wasn't great. But I mean, they put up more of a fight than a lot of other teams did. And to me, it was almost nice to see that Bears Packers rivalry almost gain its fire again in the same way that the Red Sox Yankees has started to snowball.
Where's this game at?
This game's going to be in Chicago.
Give me the Bears.
Yeah. I think the Bears are going to be playing against the Patriots in the Super Bowl. The Patriots or the Bills.
I don't think the Bears make it that far.
I don't know, man.
Who do they play the winner of if they win this round?
Seattle, San Francisco.
No.
I don't know. I think it's a young room. It's last year's Commanders team. It's the team that it's like, oh, they're young, count them out, whatever. They don't have enough going.
Yeah.
Blah. They beat you by 20. Boo-hoo. There they are in the
Yeah, I guess
championship.
so.
Do they have enough to beat the whatever team comes next? I don't know. I do think that if they face Buffalo, they lose.
I agree. So that's that all games? Is there 4 games this weekend?
Yeah. Because we have
Damn.
this weekend is the divisional round. Last weekend was wild card. Then you have divisional.
Yeah, conference championship. Yeah,
Then Pro
championship
Bowl.
round.
And then championship. Are you
Hmm.
excited to watch Pro Bowl this year?
Fuck the Pro Bowl. Stupidest thing in sports.
I like how your All-Star game is an entirely different sport now.
Yeah, and it's at the end of the season.
Like, hey, MLB All-Star game. Let's start playing blitzball. Like y'all's
Literally.
elbows are getting too hurt throwing real baseballs. Let's throw these little different ones that are easier, not as much as strain on your elbow and break twice as much. Like people
Yeah, let's
definitely,
play slow pitch softball. The MLB All Star game.
yeah.
Dude, the MLB used to have the only good All Star game. I argue. I think MLB should go back to making World Series home field advantage based on the All Star game. Like that's sick.
Yeah.
Like that's dope. Like
That and it was
that meant
almost
something.
cool
Like the
too
NBA
when
All Star
like
game has sucked forever.
yeah.
You know,
NBA All-Star game has been bad for a while. I think my last good NBA All-Star memory was like Zach
the New
LaVine,
Orleans one.
Aaron Gordon. I was gonna say that was good. And then Boogie. I love New Orleans so much I think I'm just gonna stay here. Like
Yeah, yeah, they just don't do them like that anymore. Whatever year they wore the black, like the all black and the all white jerseys or whatever.
that was New York 2015. Kobe
No,
with
it's later than that.
Are you talking about with Kobe with Drake on the sideline?
No,
Like the Space Jam Bugs Bunny looking uniform?
no, that was 2016,
Are you talking about the one that had the
and that
team
was
logo
in
really big?
Toronto. Yeah, yeah, that
That
was the last good one.
that was 2018, I believe, because that was when you had
Yeah,
Kyrie in a Celtics jersey, LeBron in a C, like with LeBron as a captain with the big C for Cleveland, and you
some of
had.
that rings. That was the last good one. Yeah,
I
make
remember
All
a
Star
lot
games
of
great
people
again, bro.
had like that's when buying All Star jerseys was sick. Like who do you see rocking an All
Yeah,
Star jersey now?
never,
And
never.
now with the NHL's kind of moved it to be cool with the Four Nations face off, which this year's an Olympic year, so I don't believe they end up
True,
really having it,
true.
but that's a cool concept. It just becomes a thing of like one of the largest nations isn't represented. Um,
It's also like you should just do a. You also have like you said like the Olympics for that, so it's like I could have done something else, but
yeah.
sure, you know,
I
yeah,
almost wish like it would be cool if one if they did it conference versus conference and put real season stakes on it, or if they were to do kind of like the NBA started to do with the skills challenge, where it's like you get a team of the veterans, like the all stars that everybody likes and just want to see them compete together. You get the three guys that are competing for rookie of the year. You get the three international guys, and you almost kind of break it down by different player groupings and allow it to be something more cohesive within the group itself, little tournament style. But that still kind of takes
or
away.
you let Biz and Ryan Whitney draft teams live and play Team Biz versus Team Wit. Maybe next year you pick two different captains or
That or
whatever,
you do
like
like Chicklets versus Gretzky. Like just
something. Yeah. Like you actually have like personalities in hockey now that like
yeah.
have reached out to other areas of media that you
Yes.
could make them a part of that to draw in those viewers and like get that support to build this thing up, and then you can change your captains and stuff.
Dude, the Keith
That's what
Yandel
I
guy
would
is
do.
also hilarious. Like both his
Yes.
chirps, the way he speaks, and like both the carelessness and like the way like you allow your enemy to keep making mistakes if they're doing something stupid. So he'll sit there and let somebody finish what they're doing before he even starts making fun of them. Like
Yeah.
there's an art to it to where it's like he would be again like if them two were the coaches and they were mic'd up the whole time and you had
Yeah.
Yans go in from bench to bench interviewing the players. Like it becomes that whole thing. You sponsor it with Pink Whitney. It's just do they want to have a Barstool All Star weekend?
Yeah, it's true. That's true. Well, Biz works for NHL Fox. No,
He
he
works for
does some sort of
TNT,
pregame show or something.
but he's
TNT, yeah.
also.
Do with that.
I don't think Whitney does that.
Don't.
That's why I was saying Gretzky. I think it would be Biz Gretzky if they were to do that, which would still be fun. All right, sorry. We got to filming this one kind of late, so there's not going to be much of a heart of the
Yeah.
order. A little bit of chit chat here at the end, but thank you guys again for tagging along to another episode of the Bleachers podcast. To be honest, as a Red Sox fan, we kind of got to it earlier. Like I'm just looking for the organization just to kind of show life at this point. Like we've definitely made a lot of moves. We've added a lot of payroll through trades, but it's a trade. You're getting rid of something to gain something. So
Yeah.
as much as we may be spending more money, we're still getting rid of talent. Like I would much rather just spend money to buy talent when we're a top 5 market in the sport. And if we happen to make it to opening day without a major signing, it'll be a fun time to be a Sox fan.
Yeah, I think if that does, I don't want that to happen, but I will be very interested to see how loud the boos are at the Fenway opener.
It'd be pretty bad.
Very interested. It's gonna be bad. Sell the team stuff everywhere, like.
And I don't think it's because anyone's unhappy with the organization. Like I think it's the fact that they're unhappy with John Henry coming out and saying, look, I'm not gonna spend when there's not a window. A window presents itself as wide as it can get, and you just sit there and fail to acknowledge it. And because you don't believe
it's just to come out and say you're going, like, it's come out and saying that this is the time and say we're gonna be decisive and aggressive, and to be none of those things and not plug any of the holes that you said you were going to. And just eating your words, and then like we can actively see you spending money in Liverpool. It's like we're not a priority anymore. It's like if we're not, if you don't love baseball anymore, and this isn't your thing, sell the team. Somebody will spend money on this team. Somebody will. But I don't know, man. I can't do more of this when everyone in your division has made moves to get better,
we've
and
made
you are
moves to get
clearly
better. We
worse.
just haven't done it through
We're
free
clearly
agency.
worse than the opening. We're clearly worse than the opening day roster we had last year.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I would, like I said, I would love to say that they're going out and getting Bo Bichette, or even like I'm tired of trading. Just spend the damn money. It makes the most sense. But if they traded for Nico Hornier, cool.
What's the deal with Nolan Arenado to the Diamondbacks?
Yeah, it's weird, man. I don't know. I guess the Diamondbacks were seriously in on Bregman. I thought that was smoke and mirrors, but no, it doesn't really make sense to me. But yeah. I'm just glad it wasn't us, brother. I saw my phone said Nolan Arenado, and I saw trade.
For a second.
Like, dude, I was like, don't fuck. Like, that would have put me over the edge for today. I wouldn't have been able to do it. I said, bro, been bad. But hey, if we come out of the off season and we either like if we sign Bichette and either get Rangers Flores or like trade for Peralta, I would have to say that they won. Like, they can still win us over.
Yeah.
I can still eat my words. I can eat. I just don't have the confidence they're going to do it. But we'll see.
Yep. It also just
Apparently,
hurts when it's like somebody that you feel like meant a lot to the team outside of like monetarily and as a player. Like somebody that just brought a lot locker room wise, personality wise, coach wise.
Yeah, you don't just replace that.
Yep.
It would have meant a lot for him to be impressioning our young core. That was the main thing I was upset about.
It does add to the value of Duran within the organization, though.
You are correct. You are correct. I don't know where you go from here. So, but yeah, text your local Red Sox fan. Check on him. We're not doing okay. So, like, as a team that I was getting hammered when this news came out, and so I was like, this is my livelihood. This is all I care about, and it sucks. And like, Yeah, maybe being a little bit out of proportion, but like at the
It
same
feels like the
time, it's like
truth though. Like there's 162 games. You play games on 160 different days. You have like two doubleheaders this season. Like almost half of
yeah,
your year is spent watching this team play baseball in one of those days. Like it does feel like it becomes a part of your schedule, a part of your life where like, yeah, it's a little
yeah.
dramatic to say it's part of your livelihood, but like, yeah,
It's
when
what I care the most about,
yes,
easily, easily. Yeah, like if it's a Red Sox game day, I have it on my calendar by my desk, and I just look at it, and I can tell you the time, the channel, who's pitching, who we're up against. Like I can tell you where the wind's blowing. Like
tell you the
that's my
temperature
day.
thanks
I'm
to
going.
Steve.
Yeah, exactly. I'm going home, and I'm going straight to turn the game on. That's what I'm doing. I'm not stopping at the gym. I'm not like I'm gonna eat dinner for like 10 minutes. Like
It's a you
I don't
reject
know. It's
a
a
phone
routine.
call on the way
It's a
home if you're
routine.
having to listen over the radio.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Yeah, man. It's just so frustrating when you really like you just fall for it. You're like, we're gonna be the big dogs, and then you're just not even close to anything. So yeah, I don't know. Hopefully next week some news comes out and it isn't as bad. But I did say it. It's not that I believe this, but there's reports were aggressive right now for Bichette. So,
Did you see
but our
the
aggressive
statement about
probably isn't
Tucker?
even close. No. Oh yeah,
The
the Blue Jays and the Mets. The Mets have a
50
what
million a
3 year
year.
50? Yeah, that's crazy. Makes no sense.
No,
He's a Blue Jay, bro. We need him to be a Blue Jay. I mean, we do, we don't.
I don't care
Because
if he's
like
a if he's a Met or a Blue Jay. Neither one matters.
if he's a Blue Jay, they're no longer in the running for Bichette.
Yeah. I mean that or they are like
But
they just become the American League Dodgers, but I don't know.
I really don't think honestly, but there's a chance if they don't get Tucker, they're out on Bichette too. Because if he's already known that he's gonna have to play second base this year, that means the Blue Jays don't want him back. I think they're just gonna run it with Jimenez and Nathan Lukes and Ernie Clement and like that's their guys and Okamoto to fill in wherever. But
Yeah.
I think we can get Bichette. I don't I don't really see the Phillies wanting to spend that much money. So
No, I kind of agree.
that that notification is gonna hit like crack. But anyways, I defer. I could talk about this all night. So
Yeah,
if we want any chance of going to bed, we probably should wrap.
I agree. Thank you guys very much again for tuning in. Starting to get more and more support on each episode. Gonna promise I'll start working on TikToks. Got a flight tomorrow. I'll try and pump out a couple.
Hell yeah.
But thank you guys.
See ya.